So I just got done watching Dangerous Animals out on a lake with a crowd of people. It was wild as could be. The director and star actress of the film were here, did an intro for it. I actually got a tattoo of a shark bite on my shoulder before it started. So just as wild and fun of an environment to watch a movie like this. While I'm talking, be sure to join me down below in the comments section. If you've seen Dangerous Animals, what did you think about it? But more importantly, what movie would you love to see while floating in water? And let's get started with our review. And simply put, I thought that this was a very refreshing and fun thriller. Now, it is a shark movie, but it's more of a serial killer film where the serial killer uses sharks to kill his victims. That he had his own trauma with sharks when he was younger, and so now, as part of his obsession, he enjoys watching people being devoured by sharks, and so it's more kind of a survival, it's like escape thriller, bottle thriller, which is a genre of films that I tend to eat those movies up no matter what. Because anytime someone's stuck in a place and they're trying to escape from the evil killers, almost all of those work for me, but in the case of this one, it's a really fun one with a nice little gimmick to it where you are kind of combining shark movies, which have their own built-in fun audience, and my wife loves shark movies, and serial killer films. Big part of what just kind of amps this one up is Jai Courtney as our killer in this film. Back 10 years ago, Jai Courtney was the butt of a bunch of jokes because they kept putting him in these big franchises as like a very serious action lead. And whenever they did that, he just always felt flat, and it felt like they were kind of trying to force him into being an A-lister, and it just never clicked. But in that time, in the last 10 years, they've put him in different types of roles where he's not playing the serious action guy, but where he can have a lot more fun and be pretty like unhinged and wild. Wild, crazy, fun Jai Courtney, I really like. And that's the Jai Courtney you get in this movie. That sometimes he's playing the wild Australian shark exhibition guy that takes people out to go see the sharks. Other times, he's the psycho that is having so much fun torturing these ladies. Other times, he's the guy dancing in his underwear, having a good time. But all of it, like, he just has like a charisma to him that was completely missing when he's like starring in Terminator Genesis. There's like an energy, a likability, and just a draw to him. Other thing that makes it work is our other lead in the film, where the girl that's captured, the main girl that's captured in it, makes for a very unexpected, extremely hardcore final girl. That at the beginning of the movie, it's not immediately obvious the character that you're in for. And as you kind of go along, you realize why she's a little bit isolated, living on her own, and why she has a certain just like edge to her. And as she gets more and more desperate in her attempts to escape, they keep pushing her further and further, and you're like, oh, she's in that. Like, there's a scene in this movie where everyone, I was going to say in the theater, but I didn't watch it in the theater. Everyone out on the lake goes, oh, whoa, because she's that hardcore in her efforts and desperation to survive and escape in ways that like feel earned. It's not that she goes toe-to-toe in a fist fight with Jai Courtney and is just able to beat him. It's not that kind of hardcore. It's all this other stuff that she does in her attempts to survive. Along the same lines of those little elements that just kind of make it a little bit better, it has just a pinch of a romance in it. There's a romance in it. Like, it's not a pinch of romance. There's a whole subplot about this girl kind of like connected, like who's this loner and trying not to build connections, but does kind of connect with somebody that kind of ties into where the kind of plot goes. And, you buy into it. There's just like enough of a simple like interest in a, like it's kind of playing on that line of there's two people that really only knew each other one day, so how far would you go for a person like that? But also introduces just like the way that things play out. There's a side to it beyond just a person's infatuated. They go to great lengths. It's like, no, there's other things that happen of basic human decency. You'd be like, what did happen? I should probably look into this a little bit more. No one else is looking for this person, so maybe I should. And so you're able to buy into kind of the one night stand romance in the film, that there's something there that someone's intrigued and cares. And in the context of the movie, it has extra weight to it because of the way the characters are designed, the scenario to where the characters are at. You buy into it a little bit more. Now, as you go into it, it's not like a full-blown hardcore shark movie, jam-packed with shark action. Like, it's a escape film. It's about the person stuck and how do you escape and pick locks and undoors and what would you do? How would you communicate with? Like, it's that kind of movie, but in a context where the kills happen, sharks are involved with it. So just go into it. It's not full-blown, non-stop shark action. It's thriller film, serial killer film, more so, with sharks doing the killing. In general, like, there wasn't really anything about the movie that particularly bothered me. There's always the little concessions, the compromises to be able to, if you want to have a movie like this, you have to accept certain things. It has all of that stuff that you get in a movie like this. But generally speaking, just a solid movie that knew its job, and it knew what people wanted going into the film, and it delivers that. There's some gore, but there's not so much gore that it's off-putting to someone like my wife, who doesn't like gore but does like shark movies. There's just enough levity in it without it compromising the thrills in the film. Maybe there's a little bit of, some stuff where there's a few too many times where she gets away. She's about to get away. Oh, we caught her. She's got away again. And there's a couple times maybe it does that a little bit too much, and you wish that maybe they'd found a different mechanism to add complexity into the plot rather than she almost got away. Oh, she didn't. But overall, just like a really entertaining film that I got what I wanted out of this movie, and I got to experience it floating in water. Overall, I'm going to go with a B+ on the entertainment scale. Let's go 8 out of 10, deliver what I wanted. And go see it out on the water if you can. I don't know how you'd be able to do that, so go see it in the theater if you like movies like this. There are enough of those squirm moments that it's fun to watch it with a packed theater. It goes, oh, if you can see it in the theater, see it in that manner if you're interested in watching it. Oh, I put out a little short with a little bit more details on the event itself. You can check that out somewhere around here, and keep talking movies and TV too much. Bye-bye.